So why Gishki over something like Dragon Draw? Well, the answer is really just because the deck wins on turn 1 instead of turn 4. In a format with cards like Shockmaster and Thunder King as prevalent as they are, you can't really afford to be one day of piecing your opponent out of the game when they have cards in their deck that completely shut you out. Winning the die roll with this deck is almost the same as winning the match, because there's very few cards that can interact you if you're going first, and your Goldfish win rate is around 80 to 85%. One of the best things about this deck is that you don't really have any true dead cards, like in something like Magical Explosion, where the Magical Explosion is just purely your win condition. In this deck, nothing is just purely your win condition. You have a lot of dead cards, but those dead cards are the dead cards of your draw engine, rather than the dead cards of your kill condition. Mind Dog is the closest thing you have to a Magical Explosion-like card, and it can be shuffled back with Moray of Greed, and you can discard it to hand destruction and have ways to get it back, unlike in the Magical Explosion deck, where if you discarded your Magical Explosion, you were kind of just dead. So, I said earlier that I'd talk about why Magical Stone and Mallet are the worst cards in your deck, and if you saw the demonstration of how the deck actually went off, you'd understand why. Really, you're just trying to cantrip through your deck with cards like One Day of Peace and Upstart Goblin and trying to get to the bottom as quickly as possible. Magical Mallet doesn't help you get towards the bottom at all, it just helps you cycle into more of your draw spells that do, while at the same time costing you a card out of your hand. Magical Mallet's kind of the same way, except it helps you dig for something like a trade-in, but you're discarding a lot of cards in order to be able to play that trade-in. Because if you have cards like Aquamirror, this card disadvantage isn't as important as it is in something like Dragon Draw. However, the deck is... Magical Mallet's not as powerful as it is in Dragon Draw, mostly because in Dragon Draw, you're not really accelerating to draw through your whole deck. You're accelerating to draw into your Magical Stone plus Super Rejuvenation combo, which in turn draws your entire deck, without really the need for other cards. In this, you just have this small incremental draw, which eventually gets there. So, in conclusion, if there was a YCS coming up, I would probably play this deck without much hesitation. I very much enjoyed how it's been testing, and despite doing poorly at the regional I took it to, I also didn't really get to test much, and I didn't know about most of the loops until I really started looking into the deck when I got home from that regional. So yeah, if you have any questions, be sure to send me a PM or anything else, I guess. Send me a PM on either YouTube or Duelist Grounds. I'll have my tournament report posted in... I'll have my report and Alan Pennington's report both linked into the description down below. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope you enjoy the deck. Thanks for watching.